The issue is I find many students, and I love teaching my students, but the difference when I go into a classroom in the college is that I'm not just there to talk to them about what's in the books. Many of them will pass class but fail at life. You know, I'm reminded of a story of I was at a TGI Fridays, and a young lady was in there. She was serving me, doing an absolute awesome job. And I asked her, I said, is this what you always wanted to do? And she said, no, I actually went to school to study criminal justice. I said, did you graduate? She said, yeah, in 2012. And I said, well, we're in 2015. What happened? And she said, you know, it's just hard out there. And I said, you know, sometimes it could be hard out there, but it also may be that you were here, not while you were there, you were only focusing on passing the class, not recognizing that passing the class isn't passing that life. Right. And you feel good when you go through the block, you know, especially if you come from an inner city neighborhood where not that many people are doing well. You feel good when you walk through the block and you're the only one who goes to school. Not recognizing that you're worse off than the person who's on the block because they're broke, you're broke with debt. Right. And because you're broke with debt, there's much more that you have to overcome. So it becomes so essential that when you're in school and you're getting that education, that you're starting to maximize on the networks that you're building, the relationships that you're building, and starting to look beyond just trying to get a job. So we focus heavily on entrepreneurship. And we let these young men know it doesn't matter where you're from or what you've been through. Your geography will never be the author of your biography. You could write your own story, but it's based on you making the decision while you're in college that you're going to maximize the use of the opportunity of an education and not just think that the education will get you a job. Because there's many people who will graduate with criminal justice degree, you know, they'll have a master's degree, they'll have all of these degrees, but they wouldn't have the education that goes with the degree. Right. Because they got all the information, but there's no application, which only left them with fascination. And we're not here to fantasize about where these folks want to go. You have to start putting in the work, you know. So that's something that we emphasize with these young men, and that's why we have such a strong entrepreneurial component as well as a strong community-based component. Right. Because these guys work on projects so they could actually use the skills that they're learning in the classroom and start to apply it even before they leave. And if they want to start businesses, they start that process from very early right here in the institute.